Well, guys, I just saw 80 for Brady, the brand new Tom Brady sports comedy film that just released in theaters a few weeks ago on February 3rd to obviously coincide with the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 57. And for those who don't know what this movie is about, it is basically about a group of four friends, 80-year-old women who are super big Patriots fans, particularly of Tom Brady himself. And this movie is actually based on a true story where they end up going to the Super Bowl in 2017, where it's the Patriots versus the Atlanta Falcons, and the New England Patriots have one of the biggest comebacks in NFL history. And it's a great story, and so they brought it to life in this movie, which Tom Brady does appear in, he produced, and you have these four comedy legends, just absolutely amazing actresses leading this film. And I just had so much fun with this. This is a movie that is being so overlooked because nowadays the way Hollywood works is like, oh, it's all about the big blockbusters. And I mean, either you're a big blockbuster or you're an Oscar film. And if you're something else, you're just considered a bad movie or a streaming movie. And this is definitely the type of movie that I would say I mean, I watched it in the theaters, but this isn't something that like you need to watch in theaters. This is something that I probably would have just watched at home if I could have, because you don't really need that theatrical experience. It is what I would consider a streaming movie, but that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It's actually a really great movie. I mean, yesterday I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in theaters. And if you haven't already, of course, check out my review on my other channel, The Marvel Life, and my spoiler review as well if you have seen that movie, and my post-credit scenes breakdown. But anyway, so I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania yesterday, and I really enjoyed that movie as well. I'm a huge Marvel nerd. I love superhero movies, and I loved Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But honestly, I liked 80 for Brady more. And that doesn't mean I didn't like Quantumania. I loved Quantumania, but I also loved 80 for Brady. And when it comes to the difference between the two is that with it being a big blockbuster, there's so much riding on it. It's easier to nitpick and find the problems with it. With this movie, there's nothing that I would change about it. Like, everything in this film is great. The acting is great. The comedy is great. The story is great. Of course, it is based on a true story. It's just a good, fun movie. I just had a fun time, and I feel like it's really a shame that films like this are overlooked because I feel like the world needs more movies like 80 for Brady. Films that are just there to just entertain you and not something that needs to build some crazy cinematic universe or that needs to make a whole lot of money. A film that is just there to tell a simple story that is heartwarming, will make you laugh, and just give you a good time, because that is exactly what 80 for Brady is. It's just a great film. It was just so much fun, and I just had a smile on my face through the whole time. And I mean, we've seen so many movies like this in the past where it's like, oh, a bunch of older women or older men, they go on this crazy adventure and get into a whole bunch of chaos and hijinks and mischief and all this stuff. I mean, you have these four old ladies doing drugs and making out with guys and flirting and doing a whole bunch of other stuff that they really should not be doing at their age, but it's funny because we are seeing them doing it. It's a lot of stuff we have seen done before, and a similar story to other movies that I've seen in the past, but it's still just a heartwarming movie that I really enjoyed and just had fun with. And the fact that it is a true story, you have it based in reality where you have Tom Brady in this film, you have some other NFL players. It was... I actually remember, I'm pretty sure this was the first ever Super Bowl I actually watched and like stayed up that late to watch, was the 2017 Patriots versus Atlanta Falcons. So it has a bit of nostalgia for me anyway. But I think that was really cool. I live in New England, so obviously at least I was a Patriots fan. I don't really pay attention to who's playing anymore. But like, I used to be a big fan of Tom Brady on the Patriots and doing all that stuff. So that was really cool to see him back in the jersey, but see the story behind that, the story behind these four women, the whole crazy adventure they went on. It's just insane. But it's all a true story, and there's so many layers to it as well, because each character, of course, they have their own different thing going on. But our kind of lead of the movie, played by Lily Tomlin, hilarious. She is dying, or at least she thinks she is. She basically, the story is that it was like 16 years before this. She was going through chemo. And the thing that got her through it was when they turned the TV on, a Tom Brady Patriots football game was on, and they were trying to change the channel, but the remote didn't work. So they were stuck watching the game, but then they ended up falling in love with it. He gave them hope that she had something to look forward to every week with that football game every Sunday night. And so then they became super huge Patriots fans. And now 16 years later, when this cancer is possibly coming back, she has this one last chance to go to the Super Bowl, and that is exactly what they do. And it's just a good movie. It's just a fun movie, a fun, heartwarming movie that will make you laugh. It might even make you cry it a few times. It's very inspirational as well. It's just a really good film. And like I said, I feel like we just need more movies like this in the world, because movies like this are so overlooked, and I feel so bad, because this is the type of movie that I love to watch. I mean, as much as I love those big blockbusters, I really do, I also love these, and I feel like not enough people care about movies like this, especially one like this that is based on a true story. So yeah, 80 for Brady, it was a great movie. I had so much fun with this. Guys, if you have not seen it yet, you need to check it out. It's just such a fun movie. Even if you don't care about football, just the story of these characters and these ladies is just so fun, so funny, and it's totally worth it. Now, again, I don't think you necessarily need to go to theaters for this. That this doesn't really require the theater experience like a big blockbuster would. This is definitely something you could wait until it comes out on digital, DVD, Blu-ray, watch it on streaming, whatever the case may be, but just watch it at some point, because it's just a fun film that's definitely worth a watch. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you see 80 for Brady? What did you think about the movie? And so thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the movie life.